Hello guys, and welcome to a complete noob's guide to OpenRA or Red Alert. So today I'm going to show you how to set up your base. Now, when you set up your base, you have to be very mindful of your surroundings. So you need to have a look at the map in the top right hand corner when you first start, and work out where your aura is, where the enemy are, and keep a general idea of where everything is. So, first thing obviously to do is get a power plant built. You need this because then you need to build your barracks, your refinery and stuff like that. Now, depending on who you're playing against, it's always a good idea to get your barracks up first before your ore refinery. This is so that you can start producing troops and be able to defend yourself before anything bad happens. It's usually the best idea to kind of put your barracks up front, so that then you can kind of it's always good to get a bit of infantry, a couple of rocket troopers, and just kind of leave them for defensive purposes in case of an early strike force. Now, some people will use all of their 5,000 cash, or nearly all of it, to mass manufacture a load of troops and try to absolutely obliterate you. And sometimes that does work. Sometimes it does not, depending on if you do that. So it's always a good idea to get a bit of defense, just in case of that unfortunate situation. Next thing to do is also get an ore refinery. You need some cash coming in. You need to be able to build more troops if you need it. Then once you have this, then it's probably a good idea also to get a either a camo pillbox or a normal pillbox. Just get one of them up. You don't necessarily need to place it down. Just have it there so that it's ready. Now, depending on how much ore you've got, you might want to build another ore refinery. But what you really want to rush towards is the war factory or the radar dome. So, whilst I'm getting some more cash, I'm going to produce some more troops. Always keep production going. Don't stop production. Don't, leave it for, 5 minutes. Always have something ready to be produced. So I'm going to get a second ore refinery up, so that this way I can protect myself. I'm just going to move these troops over here. So hopefully when the enemy attacks, I can hopefully thwart their evil plan. Now, as you can see, when you run out of cash, things become a bit of a problem. You also need to make sure, you need to be mindful of your power. So as you can see, I'm on 80 out of 100. So I probably need another power plant. Now, when you're placing your power plants down, make sure that they're not all close together. Because then if you lose all your power, all your defenses go offline, and you're practically defenseless. So I'm now going to wait, get some more money going, so that I can get this war factory built. Now the problem is, once this is in here, you can't build another one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this one down. Because I know the enemy are kind of over here, I'm going to place this just there. And then this should hide itself. And I'm just going to kind of create a, sort of protect yourself from all angles. Just to give yourself a bit of defense. You can see my war factory is being built. So then I'm going to place this one out there. There we go. And then I'll build one more. So it's always a good idea. Also, it's probably also a good idea to kind of get a turret as well. But generally it's going to be stuff that attacks you first. Stuff that attacks you first. Done. Oh, there's also a crate there. Also, try to get as many crates as you can. Usually, if you're low on cash, it usually gives you a cash boost and stuff like that. So I'm going to get a ranger. Probably a light tank too. Now that I got an artillery piece, that's going to be super helpful. That's very nice of the game. So crates are always a good idea to get, because then this way when they attack, I'm going to butt fuck them with my teeth. So now what I want to work towards is a radar dome so that I can get access to the advanced power plant, and it makes everything a lot easier. I also do want a turret now, just in case. I'm going to continue producing some light tanks as well, and I should have a decent enough defense now that I can protect myself. So you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself against everything. You want to make sure that your base is well defended, so that when you go on the attack and they attack you, that your bases can hold until your forces either destroy them or you can make your way back. The turrets have got a decent range, so I'm going to put this sausage out there. So now I've kind of got cocooned defense. Just need a bit more cash. And then I'll slap the radar dome up top. As you can see. Now, if this ever happens where you kind of run out of power, you can switch your radar dome off, and then like everything becomes a lot quicker to build, which is very useful. Always keep it in mind. So this is generally what you got to do, and then slowly you get towards a tech center. You want to build a couple of helipads. It all depends on what kind of enemy you're facing. Now, this is generally set up the bases exactly the same for both Russians and thing, but what you should be mindful of is how much oil do I have? Because Soviets take up a lot of money, So if you're like, oh, I've got a huge income of tax I can constantly use, then go for Soviets. You've got, if you're a bit low on resources, then maybe the Allies are a lot better. So I can now switch this on because I've got a decent amount of power now, and there we go. Now, for the Allies, you obviously want to try to get this. I can't get that at the minute because I need 200, and it's telling me that I've only got 180, so I'm going to need another Rance power plant. I'm then going to build another camo pillbox. See, the only difference between camo pillbox and pillbox is that the camo pillbox is kind of like an ambush tactic. It's like that there. Now you always want to make sure that all of your buildings are kind of defended. So I'm going to slap that just there. And it's always a good idea to kind of like explore the map. So I know the enemy's over here, so I'm just going to slap this guy over here and see what I encounter. So as you can see, there's a couple of gems here that I could use. As you can see, there's an attack coming. But like, my defenses are holding well. They have a lot of ranges and stuff like that. Now, what you can do is you can repair your buildings whilst they're being destroyed to kind of give you an extra bit of defense. So there we go. I've defended myself against the first enemy wave without too much of a loss. Right, there we go. Now so I'm going to get a tech center. So as you can see, they've got 7 minutes till their GPS, so they're running a lot quicker than I am. I need some more troops going. So let's get a couple more artillery. Artillery is a super good idea to kind of protect yourself. Quite a few light tanks. Stick them over here. Get some more troops on the ground. Couple of them, couple of them, couple of them. Don't know why, but I don't like using medics. Medics kind of are like, meh. So now, if you want production of this stuff to go quicker, if you're like, oh, I don't want it 20 seconds, you're going to build a second one, which will then slightly increase the time. You won't be able to produce 2, but you'll be able to do la-di-da-di-da. So I'm also going to get a helicopter because it didn't look like they had a lot of, like, when the troops attacked, they didn't have a lot of stuff to it. Also going to get another camo pillbox. Get this helicopter pad up. Gonna get myself behind. See, now probably what I also need is another ore truck because my money is starting to become very low. So always keep an eye on your money, your power and stuff like that. Just keep a general mind to it all. Now it doesn't matter if you run out of money because, ore does regenerate over time. So that's generally how you set up a decent base. You get a couple of pillboxes, a couple of turrets, maybe a bit of anti-air. Anti-air is very recommended, just for la-di-da-di-da. So then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this force out this way, because I think they came from this way, so I'm just going to go straight down here and see what's happening. I've got a fair bit of defense. So once you've got a decent army back, always send half of your forces to go on the attack. So I have told you how to set up a base, but I might as well see if I can destroy my enemy. I doubt I can. There we go, nice little attack. Hopefully my medics are doing their job and keeping my troops alive. But, you know, there's a lot of rangers there, so I didn't predict that that was going to go well. So I'm going to get a couple of them. Tanya is also a very good one to get. You can get her. So I'm going to put my artillery over there. Put these over here. Oh, there we go. Look, they've got. Oh, look, they got a couple of tanks. Oh, how sweet. Might get them out. So, also what I do need, what I've totally forgot about, is a service depot. So you can see my artillery is absolutely obliterating them. Artillery is very useful to have. Well, there you go. You can place him back on there. And you get a fair, decent amount of cash out of that. I said you don't know. I said you don't care. I said you don't know. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh look, another tiny little attack. That's not gonna go. That's gonna go really well. Get out of there. Light tanks go. So light tanks aren't exactly the best, but you know, it gives a crap. They're not getting anywhere close to this base. Artillery is super helpful. I don't even think I need to worry about any of this. So it's always a good idea to have a mixture of troops, just to kind of like make sure that you're protecting yourself and stuff like that. So I'm now going to work towards some medium tanks, light tanks, a bit of artillery, get some more troops being produced. Probably also build a couple of probably also want a couple of mechanics so that they can repair the stuff. I'm also going to repair these light tanks as well. So you can see, things are going very well. I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't really want to destroy the enemy because, like, if not, this tutorial is going to be very long. But that's generally how you set up your base. You know, you kind of get a bit of artillery, you get troops up, you get tanks up, you build all of your things. You get a bit of everything. You make sure that your money production is very good. You always keep production going. And that is it for this tutorial. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully I haven't like stopped talking or anything like that. And I wish you the best of luck if you decide to play this game. And I hope that you meet me around in the OpenRA world, because I'm probably somewhere, right? I'm somewhere next to you.